Well, here we go again. I'll tell you, man, I don't like seeing this cops like this. And I mean, I can see a young cop doing this because when cops are young, they tend to kind of like to test out their power. But it just seems more and more as we're getting more and more video that this contempt of cop and police abuse of their power is just really getting close to being almost out of control. I mean, it happens a lot, and too much. But you know, you don't see any cops getting disciplined very much, and it's unfortunate. But this case right here, again, I'm gonna, as a use force expert testifying for cops, when they use force or reviewing use of force things to see if it's justified, I've seen good and bad. And I'll tell you what, if I was use of force expert on this case, this guy's not going to like me too much. Let's watch the video here, and then I'll go back and kind of explain.
Get out of the car!
And then you
I will light you up! Get out!
Wow.
Now! You okay?
I'm waiting on you. This is your job. I'm waiting on you. What do you want me to do?
You seem very irritated.
I am. I really am. Because I feel like this crap is what I'm getting the ticket for. I was getting out of your way.
Are you done?
You asked me what was wrong, and I told you.
Do you mind putting out your cigarette, please?
I'm in my car. Why do I have to put out my cigarette?
Well, you can step on out now.
I don't have to step out of my car.
Step out of the car. Get out of the car now, or I'm going to remove you.
And I'm calling my
I'm going to yank you out of here. Get out of the car.
Don't touch me. I'm not under arrest. You don't have the right to take me
You are
out of
under
my car.
arrest.
I'm under arrest for what?
25
For what?
7 County FM 1098.
For a failure to signal. You're doing all of this for
Get over there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do.
This right here says a warning. You started creating the problems.
You asked me what was wrong.
Do you have
I'm trying to
anything
tell
on
you.
your person that's
Do
illegal?
it feel like I got anything on me? This is a fucking maxi drink. You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to fucking break my wrist. Stop! Full traffic signal.
You are yanking around. When you pull away from me, you're resisting arrest.
Good. Just slam me, knock my head in the ground. I got epilepsy, you motherfucker.
Good.
I hope I.
Good.
Good. You should have thought about that before you start resisting. All right.
Okay, so this is a case where this girl hung herself, according to government-controlled media and government-released press releases. Like I said, my default, anytime I read something in the paper, is I don't believe it. If it comes from the government or the media is saying what the government told them. Now, hopefully, the more people involved to cover up, the harder it is to cover it up. So, did she probably hang herself? Yeah, I think she probably did. But that's beside the point. Now, should she have been in jail? I don't think so. And should this guy be charged with murder? Because this thing says, if you play the tape further, it says the DA is investigating this as a murder. I don't believe that. And if the DA is saying that, he's might be saying that. I mean, this guy's got to, in order to prove murder on this cop, it's got to show that this guy could reasonably believe that a person would hang themselves because they were arrested. And that's not going to fly. So he may be saying he's investigated his murder just to appease the black community, because this is going to turn into a white cop black thing when it really is a use of force government lack of control of government power thing. So I'm going to go back here.
And then
I will light you up. Get out.
Wow.
Now.
Okay. So now when he tells her to get out, when an officer orders you out of the car and you don't comply, that's what I kind of call creating the exigency. It's kind of like CHP. And again, this is a highway patrolman, and I've said it in other videos. The guys who work traffic on the highways are the most power-hungry kind of abusive guys there are, in my experience, working with cops. It's always the state police, the California Highway Patrol, this guy's DPS. Wherever you go, the state police thinks they're better than everybody else because they work for the state and they can go anywhere in the state, and they're state officers and they program them. And if you've ever seen police academies from state police academies, it's all about humiliation, beating them down, trying to make them think that they're the best, and they've got to really put up with a lot of stuff to get through, and it's not easy. And when you get out there You have to make people respect your patch and respect your... I mean, CHP used to always be pointing at their patch. You see this patch? You got to respect that. And I'm just like, dude, take a chill pill. You guys are all on ego trips. So this cop right here, in my opinion, is on an ego trip. He escalated this thing. He says, you're going to watch in a minute, he says, this is a warning. Okay, if a cop is giving a ticket and he's giving her a warning, then he's finished with his traffic stop. She could have signed the ticket and been on her way. You don't even have to sign a warning in Texas. I don't think you do. I can't remember. I've gotten a couple of them, but I can't remember if I signed them or not. But they just tell you it's a warning and you don't have to do anything. So, I mean, give her a warning and get on your way, dude. Why do you want to start picking at her and poking and creating a situation? Well, you know, what's your problem? You seem like you have a problem. Well, no shit. She's being pulled over. She's being stopped. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Government's been putting in her life more. It's delaying her. She's getting a ticket for not using a traffic signal, which 99% of people don't use. And the guy was just giving her a warning, so he's out there saying, hey, you know, I got to justify my job. My sergeant's been on me. I got to give so many warning tickets. I got to make so many stops to make sure that I can say that I'm out here working. Otherwise, the sergeant's going to say, what have you done all day? So I got to show him something. So I'm going to pull people over for chicken shit violations and give warning tickets. Like I said, my warning tickets because I don't have a front plate. And somebody told me in Texas, you can't even get a fine for a front plate, so they can only give you a warning ticket. I've been pulled over twice for no front plate because my damn thing's broken off, keeps falling off. So, I mean, but cops need to justify why they're out there, and they got to give tickets, and it becomes, you know, now we need more cops because we got this many tickets, and we can grow government, and we can get more government, and then we get more government benefits, then we need more money from the feds, and then the government's more in our lives, and now you got more cops trying to justify their jobs, enforcing more chicken shit stuff. So anyway, this guy is just he's part of the small problem, but right here,
You okay?
he asked her a question.
This is your job. I'm waiting on you. What do you want me to do?
Oh, you seem very irritated.
Okay, right here. So what if she seems irritated? What difference does that make? This guy doesn't need to... He's trying to start an argument with her. And obviously, in his mind, when he went up there, he was going to give her a warning and be on his way. Now, he changed his mind. Did he change it because of a criminal activity? Did he see drugs in the car? Did he see stolen property? Did he see a weapon? No. He changed his mind because he didn't like her attitude. And people shouldn't go to jail just because they got an attitude. Okay?
I really am. I feel like this cap is what I'm doing.
Notice how he slams that?
Are you done?
Are you done? You can tell he's irritated. You can tell he's changed his mind. He slammed his ticket book.
You asked me what was wrong, and I told you.
You mind putting out your cigarette?
Okay, the tape jumps right here, so I'm not sure what happened in between here. Whether the police cut it before they turned it out, or whether the dude who did this video cut it out. So I don't know what happened or how long, but his position doesn't change that much, so I don't think a whole lot. But when he tells her to put out the cigarette, this is a kind of control thing, and I've done it several times. If you've got somebody that's being argumentative, and they're kind of might go to a no person and it might escalate, you tell them to put out their cigarette. Kind of, I mean, one, everybody's going to say, well, it's an officer safety issue. They could flick it at you and burn you. They could burn you with it. You don't want them to have a weapon in their hand that can burn you or distract you. They could be smoking a cigarette because they're nervous and about to run. They could be getting ready to flick it on you so they can pull a knife. So those are all the good legal terms and all the stuff that cops are taught to say on why you do it. But where cops really do it a lot of times is to show you that I've got you detained and you need to listen to me. And if you push my buttons, I'm going to push your buttons. So put your damn cigarette out. So that's what's really going on. It's a little bit of a control issue and a little bit of I'm going to exert my power over you. And if you don't listen, now we're going to escalate this into failure to comply. I felt my safety was in danger. Therefore, I had to get you to comply. Therefore, you resisted. Therefore, you're going to be arrested for resisting. I mean, it's a no-win situation. I mean, that's what this guy did. She didn't put out her cigarette. People were saying, well, why should he care? He's going to say it's an officer safety issue. The court's going to say, well, that's true. We have had officers burnt, and yeah, they could use it to distract, and yeah, they could burn the officer, and it could be an officer safety issue. She should have complied. She didn't comply. The officer felt that he was in danger. Therefore, he had to get her out of the car. You know, I mean, this is just total BS.
Please.
I'm in my car. Why do I have to put out my cigarette?
Well, you can step on out now.
Okay, I'm in my car. She just showed more contempt. She said, I'm not going to listen to you. Pissed him off more. So now it gets into who's going to win this pissing contest. And since I got a badge and a gun and government power, guess what? I win.
I don't have to step out of my car.
Step out of the car. Get out of the car now, or I'm going to remove you.
And I'm calling my
I'm
lawyer.
going to yank.
Okay, I'm calling my lawyer. That shit don't work, people. Look, if the only thing you can say is I'm calling my lawyer, you're probably going to jail. Now, you may not like it, but, you know, cops hear this all the time, and I'm not trying to defend this cop, but she should have just went, you know what she did here at the end. She got out and she walked back. She was mouthing off, but she complied. But she should have done that instead of this, I'm calling my lawyer, I'm not getting out of the car. Because then she just gave him ammunition that she was being more resistive. She was failing to comply. That's going to make her not look
Get
as
out
good.
of here. Get out of the car.
Don't touch me. I'm not under arrest. You don't have the right to take
You
me out
are
of
under
my car.
arrest.
Okay, if she's under arrest, he should have told her what? Now, what he's going to say when he testifies is she failed to put out her cigarette. I didn't want to give her my ticket book. She was being uncooperative. She was being argumentative. She said she had a problem. She had an attitude. I felt unsafe giving her my ticket book and a pen with a cigarette in her hand. I didn't know she was going to burn me, or since she was being uncooperative, I needed for officer safety her to put out her cigarette. When she refused, I wanted her out of the car so I could put out the cigarette. So it's all going to sound good. It's all going to be within policy, and he's probably going to walk. But you know what? From a cop, this is contempt of cop. He's got pissed, and he abused his authority to take it out on this person.
For what?
25,
For what?
7 County FM 1098. Just
For a failure to signal. You're doing all of this for
get
yourself.
over there.
Right, yeah.
Now see, she's doing good here. He's got a thing. He's not really giving her a reason. Now he moves her to the side, and people are going to say he wanted to get her out of camera. Where this woman is at right now is called the dead man zone or the no leg zone. Because if somebody, drunk driver, somebody hits the back of this cop's car, it pushes it into the car you got stopped. And if you're in between that area, you're going to get smashed or hurt, and a lot of cops get killed. So you don't want to be in this area. You don't want to do a whole lot in this area. You'll see some cops put their suspect on the hood of a car with another car on a highway. That's not a smart move, because you're probably going to lose your. But the camera's here. So did he move her to get out of the camera? I don't know. But from an officer safety standpoint, most cops are taught not to put him there. That's why he moved her to the side.
Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do.
This right here says a warning.
Okay, right here. He was going to give her a warning ticket. Give her the damn ticket and move on, dude. Really? You want to escalate this? You got nothing else better, dude, than go arrest people for failure to give a turn signal, and then because they piss you off and you're going to give them a warning? That's how you get your arrest in your tow? That's how you feel good about protecting and serving the community and being a peace officer? Really? God, cops like this just irritate the shit out of me.
You started creating the problems.
You asked me what was wrong.
Do you have
I'm trying to
anything
tell
on
you.
your person that's
do
illegal?
it feel like I got anything on me? This a fucking maxi dress.
She's still being, I mean, she's continuing to escalate. I don't blame her. Yes, she has a right. Everybody's going to be saying, she's a citizen and she has a right and she's exerting her rights and you're just protecting the cop. I'm not protecting the cop. I'm just telling you how it's going to play out and why he's not going to get charged and why the DA ain't going to prosecute him and why a jury wouldn't convict him and why the department's going to say he was within policy and she was uncooperative. Whereas if she'd have been yes, sir'n, and no, sir'n, it would be much harder for him to have done what he did.
You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to fucking break my wrist. Stop! Full traffic signal.
You are yanking around. When you pull away from me, you're resisting.
What is she resisting arrest from? From a warning ticket on a turn signal? No, he's going to say once she refused to put out her cigarette, it was off safety issue, and when I got out of the car, she refused. I had to use force to get out of the car, therefore I had to resist her. I had to arrest her for resisting arrest. And she kind of helped him get all this justification and articulation for his report.
Good. Just slam me, knock my head in the ground. I got epilepsy, you motherfucker.
Good.
I hope
Good.
I thought about that before you start resisting. All right.
Now the other unit came, and of course the other unit who said you should have thought about this before you stopped. This unit came, and all she saw was this woman fighting and resisting, which is what a lot of cops see. I've got a crazy cop story that I'm going to do about me rushing in a house to help another cop that we shouldn't have been in, and we end up getting sued. But, you know, that's for another day. Anyway, that's my take on this. This guy, you know, typical representative of highway cops. A lot of them just think they are God's gift to the earth, and they have this state supreme power, and it's all about respect, and don't you question me, and don't you do anything because I got a badge gun and government power, and I can arrest you for not using a turn signal. Really? Man, this is some chicken shit. Duh. All right, we'll end that there.